I really hope that all the chefs who've come here, all the guests who've dined here, everyone who's participated in any capacity with 12 Days of Christmas, walks away feeling good about their time here and has a great holidays.
The 12 Days of Christmas is a food and wine holiday celebration made up of 12 vintners and 12 chefs from all over the world.
The beneficiary of the event is Share Our Strength, whose stated goal is to end childhood hunger in America by 2015.
Well, let's figure out a way to help kids who are hungry. Let's use this great time of giving at the holidays to point out to the fact that not all kids have a meal at all.
If I can do something for the kids and all over the world, it's my honor. I would like to do everything I can do, anytime. That's why I came here.
The unique thing about the chefs is they're handpicked by Chef Christopher. Shin Takagi is from Japan.
I got mail from Chef Christopher. And why don't you prepare the dinner in Meadowood with us? I was so surprised.
You have some Southern cooking in here.
I said yes to the invitation before they even finished asking me if I could come.
What's really special about the variety of chefs we have for 12 days is the different techniques, the different ingredients, the different cultures, and the different philosophies on why the chefs cook.
It's a style of cooking that goes back to my heritage and my ancestry of being Portuguese. And we colonized in many parts of the world and brought back many spices and cooking techniques to the European continent.
We're in one of the greatest wine growing regions in the world. We definitely want to highlight that. We have a lot of relationships with some really fantastic wineries. We'd like them to be involved.
Napa Valley has grown up from a sleepy, pastoral, very agrarian community to a very sophisticated, world-class wine-growing region.
Napa Valley is maybe the greatest place on this planet to grow Cabernet Sauvignon.
The vintners are made up by some small cult wines, those wineries that you can't see every day.
The lineup of chefs and wineries, when we got the booklet that came out, we were very excited to be among those.
Our goal is making the wine representing the land.
I always pursue, quality instead of the quantity.
The chefs get a chance to speak with the vintners, and they really think about the marriage between food and wine.
The wines and the food are going really well together. We got to think about things like matching the textures of the food and the textures of the wine, the weight of the food and the weight of the wine.
In working with Michael Solomonov, I discovered that I had to think twice, and maybe even 3 times, about how our wines were going to fit with his Israeli Middle Eastern cooking, because he makes great use of spices.
There's so many parallels between food and wine and fine dining and fine wines. And for us, it's creating memories. And I think tonight for our guests, they're going to get unbelievable flavors and food. Some of the great wines of Napa Valley. Days, weeks, years from now, hopefully they'll have that memory of a magical evening.
Wherever we go in the world, ever so often we'll come across a place that just feels good. We're not sure why.
Meadowood is a secret, unannounced to the world, and it sits on 252 acres. It sits in a tranquil setting right in the midst of Napa Valley.
I would describe Meadowood as a wonderland.
It is a slice of heaven.
A retreat to nature.
How could you not be inspired to want to do something great every day here?
I love my city and I wouldn't live anywhere else, but this is very refreshing. I can do this like 4 or 5 times a year, no problem.
When you're at Meadowood, you know you're at Meadowood. It's like no other place in the world.
The restaurant here at Meadowood is given with a 3-star Michelin rating that Chef Christopher is creating some of the great meals of the world. And Nathaniel at the front of the house, his level of hospitality is second to none.
We're very lucky to have the team that we do in place. What sets it apart is they're all very happy to be involved. And they understand that the legacy of this restaurant is their own.
We're a young team, and I think that speaks to the generation that we're cooking for at the same time.
If we were to do a composite meal, it would look something like this.
The canapes are a balance of sea and land, starting with the red beets, very earthy. You know, we make them into a tuile, a crispy cup, rose shaped actually, and we pipe some goat cheese that's mixed with creme fraiche in there. So you have a very striking presentation, and then you have that texture of a crisp beet.
We've brought with us our native oyster. They're called Capers Blades, and we really cleaned up the shell. A little piece of ginger that we preserved from Charleston, some great trout roe from North Carolina will go on top.
We are going to be doing for an entree squab, also grilled over charcoal, served with dirty rice. We grind up the hearts and the livers of the squab and use that to peel off the rice with a little bit of twice cooked eggplant, which is like a classic condiment you get on street food in Israel.
For the third course, we'll be serving the octopus pave. It's a Spanish octopus that I've been using for the last 6 years that I really, really love. With pork belly, candied pistachios, clover, compressed fennel.
The next course will be a dish of cauliflower, duck hearts. The duck hearts are going to be marinated in chrysanthemum, a little bit of dill, allspice, marinated overnight and grilled, shaved really, really thin, and then everything's going to be kind of placed in a bowl, almost like a little flour. Really, really nice.
And then we're finishing with camote mielado, which is a very traditional dessert as well. It's sweet potatoes cooked in piloncillo and honey, and that gets a yogurt ice cream.
When you attend a 12 Days of Christmas dinner, you will get some special treats.
As guests arrive to the dinner, they get a chance to go into the kitchen and meet the chef and meet our staff, and sort of get a sneak peek about what's to come.
You get to talk to the vintner, you get to talk to the winemakers, you get an opportunity to taste things that they pulled right out of the barrel.
For the first time, we are serving our Pinot Noir.
And this wine officially releases in April, so it's a sneak preview.
The experience that we're trying to create for the guests who come to 12 Days of Christmas is one that educates and enlightens in regards to the food, in regards to that chef and his respective restaurants, in regards to the wineries, the winemakers, and what they're doing, but also that sense of community. I mean, that's what Napa is about.
There's an overwhelming sense of generosity in the Napa Valley.
The entire community, when they see a problem, they say, this is our problem. This is not somebody else's problem.
We've always been in awe of Meadowood to bring Napa Valley vintners together and to bring the winemaking community together to support causes that are really noble, such as Share Our Strength.
This is what the business is all about, is to see it and play with great food. People will be engaged in conversation about the food, going back and forth, meeting new people tonight. I just stand back and marvel. It's so much fun to watch.
I think the interesting thing about Share Our Strength is that it's been around for more than 25 years, and they've raised over $315 million, and I think that's a very remarkable feat.
The motto of Share Our Strength is no kid hungry.
1 in 5 children in America go hungry.
It's quite exceptional to be able to draw amazing people that are so excited about the food, and they feel that they're also contributing to something very, very important.
We're really lucky because I think a lot of the times, we provide for a certain clientele. But it's important that we can do whatever we can do to help give back.
To me, working with some of the best chefs in the country and for charity is something that's extremely special and dearing to my heart. And it just brings it all together. I mean, they've done a fantastic job, and it's an amazing experience.
Christopher is the second American-born chef to ever achieve 3 Michelin stars. At the same time, he is the youngest chef in America to ever achieve 3 Michelin stars.
We've created friendships, we've enlarged our own food community. From a technical level, we've learned a tremendous amount, and I think those chefs have learned from us.
The experience here at Meadowood has been completely inspirational.
Christopher's team is amazing. They're energetic, they're talented.
One thing that will sit with us most is just the kindness, the friendliness, the, hey, let's share, this is yours, this is ours, type of mentality, which is pretty brilliant.
We created an opportunity that you won't have every day.
the chance to be really a legendary place, I think, is something that very much drives you. Thank you very much for helping us conclude this year's 12 Days. It's the 4th year we've done this event. It's very much our stated goal to be more than a restaurant. We have the ability and the desire to very positively impact a lot of people. Thank you very much on behalf of all these people. Happy holidays, and thank you very much.